Probably because I'm remembering all those places when you're traveling on the road. You know, you're always kind of looking at your watch and looking at the GPS and go, wait a minute, now what time do you think we'll be at so-and-so? And each little road stop along the way. So.
And then you say, well, I got to pee, so hurry up and get somewhere. Well, can you pull over?
You think we'll get there by midnight? Wait a minute, I better call the hotel and tell them it's a late check-in. And then, of course, there's always the traffic and stuff like that. So you just never know. It's an adventure, right? So that's what makes it fun. And then Joe always finds some places to stop along the way. Like, wait a minute. We're only so many miles from Carl Perkins' boyhood home. We should go over there. And then we have to go over there. Then he has to pull out his guitar. And then we have to sit on the steps. And then we have to sing Blue Suede Shoes.
How could you possibly go to Carl Perkins' boyhood
home and
not play your guitar on his front porch?
He'll look at the map and he'll go, well, it's on our way. And I'm like doing the math and doing the timing and everything. I'm like, well, that's 100 miles out of our way. And he said, like I said, it's on the way.
That's right. It's on the way to somewhere, right?
Then I'm calling the hotel back. Well, wait a minute. It might be 2 in the morning instead of midnight.
But we did have one wonderful adventure over in the, what's it called? Country Music Highway. Over in eastern Kentucky.
Yeah, we'll tell that story later.
Yeah, no, tell them now.
No, we'll tell them.
No, tell them the story.
All right. One of my heroines, Loretta Lynn, right? So y'all know all about Loretta Lynn. All right. So I grew up in eastern Kentucky, and at one point I lived very close to where Loretta Lynn grew up, which is Van Lear, Kentucky. So I've got family all over the place down there, and we still make trips down there 2 or 3 times a year. I can't stay away. You know, I'm just a homesick hillbilly sometimes. And I love my people, and I love those mountains. And they're beautiful. So anyhow, I'll never forget. It was October 4th. I think it was a couple of years ago. And we were heading home. And we get right to the exit that says Loretta Lynn's birthplace. You know, take this exit. And we look at each other, and then we look at the phone, and there's the news headline that Miss Loretta Lynn had passed away.
I get the chills just thinking about that.
We had to go. The car just turned, and we had to go up there. And sure enough, we drove up to her birthplace, and then there was a place, I don't know, has anybody ever been there? Have you been there?
Her family
owns the Webb family
grocery
store. So we got out our guitar and sat on the steps, and we were singing Amazing Grace. And it wasn't too long till here comes another car, then here comes another car, and then here comes another car, and then here comes the news channel, and then all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of people all gathered there, you know, to celebrate Miss Loretta Lynn. I was very touched by that. I thought that was really, really a kind gesture. And I'll tell you one more thing about her. When I was growing up I'll just say near Pikeville, Kentucky, because I'm really from Turkey Creek, and not too many people know where that is, but more people have heard of Pikeville. Anyhow, I remember going to see Loretta Lynn at our high school gym. Yeah, she came and gave a concert. And then, you know, she started getting some hit records, and I think there was one about I Got the Pill. Anyhow, so then she was doing some bigger venues, like down around Prestonsburg and Paintsville and State Fair and this and that. Well, don't you know, it was only about 20 years later, but I finally actually got to go see her in Las Vegas. And you know what? She was still the same person. She was still out front before the show started, shaking hands and hugging everybody and loving up on people. And you know what? I thought, I want to be like that. I like that. So that's my story about Miss Loretta Lynn. That's all.
Loretta, yay, Sheila.
All right.
Now, the next song we're about to do here, we wrote this one on the road as well. This we wrote in a sunflower garden in Dayton, Ohio.
Yep.
And it's about, now I know everybody here is young. We don't have any old people in this room. I can tell by looking.
Everybody's young at heart.
Pretend that your grandmother or your grandfather, and you're talking to your grandchildren or your great-grandchildren, and you're telling them all about how the world used to be, back when there used to be clean rivers and trees and birds in the tree and all this other thing when nature was a thing. And this is called Last Time I Looked. Last time I looked, there were fish in the sea. Last time I looked, there were birds in the tree. Last time I looked, there were people in the street, singing and dancing and free. Last time I looked, I was living in a dream. Last time I looked, we could all breathe clean air. Last time I looked, celebration and care. Last time I looked, clear water everywhere. Wisdom and truth we could share. Last time I looked, no reason to beware. Last time I looked, oh, oh, oh. Last time I looked, oh, 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 oh. Last time I looked, there were lovers holding hands. Last time I looked, there was peace in the land. Last time I looked, we could all cross that line, together in space and in time. Last time I looked, every woman, every man. Last time I looked, I saw light in your eyes. Last time I looked, could no longer be disguised. Last time I looked, I just had to realize the truth could no longer be denied. Last time I looked, no matter how I tried. Last time I looked,